CloggedBean's fan favorite, Path to Llama.
Oh,
So we got two of our very own representing the Chaos team over here. So I mean, you know, just naturally, I'm gonna be have to be rooting for my own.
you got to root for your own. You find your blood and you go for it. You go for it.
I love that now that I started the stream back up, I've lost viewers. when we were just playing music, we had viewers strong. Oh, I didn't realize Smite was a first person now.
Yeah, this first person. It's cool that at least we could start from the beginning. Do we want to watch this whole thing? I think they've been started for a minute, haven't they?
R3's telling us about streaming something else, but there's not a whole lot of communication going on. So.
Well, I'll wait for a message. Until then.
Yep, I know. Let's just do our thing and just keep the people entertained. That's what we're here for.
This is the game that I was asking you guys to stream.
Okay, good.
But I didn't know what was going on because no one updated me.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going on. We're just here to have a good time.
For sure.
You're just trying to have a good time.
That's the one I'm looking for.
All right, what do we? All right. Oh, while Mort's getting things set up, so looking across the pond, looks like we got a Bacchus going up against a Charon in the duo lane, with the carries being, I don't know, we got a double assassin again. I'm gonna guess Mercury, followed up with the On Her. Another relatively weird team comp. I'm not gonna lie. Hate to see another Wukong over in the solo lane. Just not a fan of Wukong.
It's the same guy. I think he realized, like, hey, what I did last game worked, so I'm going to do this again.
Yeah, I think Wukong's definitely worth a ban, in my opinion. Also, you want to hit that B, Mort, and throw up the bans. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, I would leave Ganesha. Ganesha is not worth the ban.
No.
Wukong and Xbalanque. Wukong should be before both of them.
Right.
And then the Pele and the Ares ban. That is surprising, too. I don't understand these bans.
I think it's because Pele has been dominating tonight. Pele has definitely been putting on a show every match she's been in so far.
Really? She kind of got worked last game.
Maybe I'm thinking of the first game. I feel like when I say that, I think of the first game of the night, Destroyer and whoever else, and Pele was definitely doing some things in that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know she's apparently really good, and I've, like, heard she's really good, but everyone I see and face, it's nothing special.
Apparently. I don't have any idea, but...
Let's see. We have a Chung-Ah going up against an Agni. That is a very unfortunate matchup. It's a very good counter pick, in my opinion. Agni is not going to be able to do hardly anything if Chung-Ah plays it right.
Yeah.
So we have a Circuit jungling and a Mercury carry, just like I had assumed. Which, I mean, once again, it's going to be difficult for the Chaos to play against that, because it just changes everything up. But if they play smart, I mean, they can definitely capitalize on it. They need to get a lot of wards out and know where these junglers are at all times. That is how you're going to win this game, not letting these two assassins come behind you unchecked. Which, from the games we've been watching, it doesn't seem like either team is really doing that. So, I mean, we might just see another repeat of last match.
That could be very well the case. Could very well be the case. Good amount of action, a little bit of trading here and there. Just a lot of trading, nothing crazy, nothing huge. Just a bit of friendly banter here and there. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Checking out builds right now. I'm just kind of taking a look at everything.
Mort, can you, I don't know if you can or if I can you turn up your volume, or the Smite volume? It's kind of quiet.
I can do that. I hope it, yeah,
hold up, wait, I found it.
Okay.
I don't know if that helped. Viewers, let me know if Smite is too quiet.
Or too loud.
Yeah, or too loud. You just let me know. Make changes as need to be.
Hit that.
So far, Bacchus with 0 player damage. Oh, we got the first kill for the Order team. Oh, second kill for the Chaos team now. Ravana getting the gank on the Wukong. Which is, like I said, since I don't like Wukong, she'd love to see it. But once again, Bacchus right now with the 0 player damage.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Finally, he gets on the board with 72. That is shocking. You think Bacchus would just be jumping and burping on everything.
Yeah.
Like, just does what a Bacchus does, especially past Salama. If you don't know him, he loves to play as an aggressive Guardian, so I am shocked to be seeing it. Under is absolutely ripping Charon right now with his auto. He is just poking them left and right. They definitely have great lane pressure. Mercury does not have the same early game pressure that a Set does.
Right.
And this is good, because I really don't want to see a Mercury and a Charon win lane. Good stun for Bacchus. Good pull. Good pin from Anhur. Mercury doing the body blocking. Charon dashes out. Mercury trying to wait to secure his own purple, but Bacchus jumping away. Very interesting. Maybe they're just baiting, and he does secure it ultimately.
Yeah, I think they had the mindset of how they were last game. They just saw, like, oh, Assassin works good here. And it's just not the case. You can't just take any Assassin to make this work. Set is a very specific god that's different from a lot of other gods. You know, he made things work.
That's how he's different. He's just busted.
I do agree that Set is very powerful. You know, it's rough. It is rough out here, man. It is rough out here, and Mercury is just not the same god that Set is. Set has so much base damage, like so much early power, and Mercury just kind of needs some stuff to get online first before he can really
don't forget about the
bruiserness
of him and the tank. Mercury's not so much.
Not
Does
so much
have more
the tank.
CC though.
Not just from base stats too, but let's also remember that last game we saw Set go with Sigil to start things off, versus now we have Eye of the Jungle from Merc, and I'm not sure exactly how that benefits him in this situation, but we're gonna let.
It's just a little bit of quick power early on. Speaking of Sigil, though, I like to see Warding Sigil from Chalk. He knows how to build a lot better than Bologna in the last game. He understands he's going up against the Wukong. He knows what he's going to face. Sigil is a good pick. I'm assuming he's going to be going into Transcendence, and I hope to see him be going into Anti-Heal next. Preferably a Contagion. With all that CC that Wukong has.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I wonder if Chalk's going to go into Transcendence.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like he would. I mean, just gives him big man. I feel like it's pretty common to see a Chalk with Transcendence.
Yeah,
Although I'm rooting for Chalk because I don't like Wukong, I don't think Chalk's a very good pick right now.
I don't think so either. I think he's very gimmicky. He's definitely good in certain situations, but I don't know if this is a good situation or not. I can't lie to you and say that I've seen this matchup played out before. I guess we're going to have to tune in and find out here on the CloggedBean and Amaterasu stream.
Yeah, I mean, he is leading the team, or the game right now with top damage, but not by much. Anhur and Wukong are right on his tail. I mean, ever since Chalk got hit by that rework for the healing, he just hasn't been the same.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough. I think part of it too is just the items that favor in Chalk's common set. They just aren't in the bigger picture right now. They're not the super strong items that you would think. Kind of like, Pridwin and this and that. You hear names that are like, well, you got to have that. And those items aren't commonly built on Chalk. Well, you do see Pridwin. That is one. But just everything in general.
But I personally think Pridwin's a little overrated, but that's just my personal opinion.
No, you're not a Guardian man. Coming from a Guardian man, I can tell you that Pridwin is... Well, we're not talking about Pridwin. We're talking about the death that Wukong might be suffering here. But gets out just in time. Yeah, I'm fat, doing some big things over here. Also seeing some low health over here on the support. Going back to base, I guess not anymore. Back to full health. And that's a kill that we just missed over here on the right side. Chalk is doing what he needs to do. Sigil might have been the key.
I mean, that is definitely what you want to build against a Wukong at first item. And especially on a Chalk, I think it's a good item just in general for him. Maybe gives him a little bit of tank. Or, since Chalk is a little more bruisey in my opinion, once you get that upgrade, you start putting out some pretty good damage with it.
Yeah.
like I said, now as long as if he goes into Contagion, I'll be very happy with this build so far.
Yep, Transcendence, he's going to get some big damage off in a little bit. Contagion also plays into Transcendence because it's a mana item. This could be a good game for Cope 1 right here, or Cope.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he is kind of building what you kind of expect from a Shock. But he does need to be, Wukong needs to be a little bit careful. Ravana's just over there clearing the camp right now. Doesn't come to gank, even though Agni rotated as well.
Yeah.
They could have at least forced an ult or something out of there. Shock is clearing a lot better. Oh no, sorry, he's not clearing. My bad.
He's clearing through health. Whoa!
It's kind of a waste in my opinion. Good Alex teleport from Shock.
Uh-oh. Big rotation over to Solo.
Chang'e secured a kill on the Bacchus while we weren't looking. Yeah. Looks like the Order team rotated pretty quickly to the left, and Agni was following too late behind. Chang'e pushing in kind of hard on the Agni. Agni doesn't really know what he's doing on that corner. Right now we're chilling 2-2. All towers still up. Pretty evenly matched based off of stats and damage dealt right now. Ravana coming in for another kill. Serket, though, secures a kill in the left lane. Looks like Teron and them dove tower. But once again, the team's just trading 1 for 1 on opposite sides of the map. We're at 3-3 now. Early Gold Fury from the Order team right now. Mercury and Serket, Chang'e rotating over with full health to tank if need be. 8 minutes in, not even to the 9-minute mark, and they secure a Gold Fury. Well done, Order team. Really took advantage of that.
It is not often that you see an objective earlier than the first beacon, so that is very good to see. This is smart decision-making from the Order team overall. They're communicating well. You can tell that this might go very well for them.
Yeah, having 2 Eye of the Jungles built on your team definitely does help you to secure an early Gold Fury. That is for sure.
Yes.
And looks like, just noticing Merc went into Golden Blade for the clear.
Golden Blade for the clear. Huh.
I mean, he's a Mercury. He's playing for late game. He's already trying to get some crit online, looks like. Along with Serket going for crit second item.
Yeah. No, it's not the worst thing in the world. He's not out of his mind. I don't know.
Looks like Serket might be rotating, but Shock has a ward down like he should. Well done, Shock. I praise you for that.
Ugh.
And falls back into tower, and it's a wasted gank from Serket.
Now they're just sitting around eating up the jungle's XP. Ravana doesn't have any knowledge in the matter due to lack of, well, maybe not lack of vision. There are a couple wards throughout there.
So Diamond just said it's painful to see Transcendence on a solo laner and jungle not taking full advantage of it. See, I disagree because, like, I mean, at least in this specific instance, I mean, Wukong went more offensive than Shock did. So if anything, I mean, Wukong went Bluestone, at least Shock got Sigil. So he's definitely a little more tanky.
Oh!
Chang'e with another kill, giving Agni his second death. Ravana looking like he's pulling purple in, trying to pull purple in, but Serket's gonna steal it from him. Chang'e secures it. Looks like the Order team's starting to hit a little momentum right now. With the best thing about their team is the Chalk. He's pulling away a little bit on player damage, but doesn't have the levels. Chang'e is sitting at the top of the lobby with level 13 right now. She's rotating very nicely.
Yep. Gotta love that. Gotta love that good rotation. Maybe there might be some action happening here as Serket jumps in on Honor, who
Great
uses
pin.
his least. Yeah. Oh, Mercury!
Misses the ult into the tower, takes a couple tower jumps. On her ult, misses about half of it. Serket getting some more chip on her. I will say that was a very quick, very good pin from on her to get Serket off of him right away. Very lucky to dodge the ult as well.
I figured there'd be some action going on over here. That's why I rotated, but this kind of seems like a lot of standing bodies. Well, yeah, the standard Wukong build. You see the Contagion, you see the Soul Eater with Bluestone. All makes sense. Everything's adding up so far, I'd like to say.
Oh, I don't like that Chalk went Glad Shield. I definitely think he should have got the anti-heal online first, because now I feel like Wukong is definitely gonna start out sustaining him because Wukong got contagion.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a bit of a misplay on his part. And as me and you have said 100 times over, don't go Glad Shield until you have some protections on. You don't take advantage of it. You get much more value out of a contagion right now.
Right.
Merc is coming over to clear way. Wow, already hitting a 446 crit. I hate to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
That is way too soon to be seeing those numbers from a Merc. Because even late game, that's not a bad number to see.
No, it's not. Can't imagine what we're going to see in the late game if that's the case.
Because, I mean, right now, that's on a squishy, that's like 4 autos and you're done. Especially because he has barely any power build. He only has a Golden Blade and an unstacked Rage.
Yeah.
Charon and Serket kind of just farting around in the Order's back jungle. Baka is pushing pretty hard, tries to stun Serket unsuccessfully. On her rotating over, another huge crit from Mercury. It's ridiculous. They do take the purple buff.
It just grinds your gears, huh?
Man, dude, look at that damage from Chalk. Almost 10k already. That's double the 3rd place person. He is definitely hitting hard.
Yeah.
And now he's going into possibly Archdruid's Fury? Or...
Yeah. It definitely wouldn't be Sona Binding. There's no way he thinks that's the right move. I would be.
But once
so
again,
disappointed.
Archdruid's Fury is another item that stacks with protections. I don't really understand it. He's definitely doing the damage, though.
Yeah. He does have that good
a
base
level
damage.
Wukong. Serket secures another kill on her. On her is not having fun right now. He is just facing that double assassin, and it is just too much for him. He is sitting at 0-3 right now. Sorry, 0-2. This is going to be second gold period for the Order team. Man, Chaos needs to get those wards out to know what's going on. Because if they get the wards out, Agni can steal very easily with his ult. That is crazy. What's surprising, I guess, yeah, no, that took a second to upload there, but it is now. Order has 4k lead, 14 minutes in. But Ravana does secure a kill on Chang'e, giving them a little bit of a shutdown on her, because she was starting to pull away 3-0. Looks like Chaos is going to try to take an objective here on the Pyromancer, but Bacchus just backed out for some odd reason.
Well, a little bit of autopilot charcoal, it seems like.
Serket possibly coming over to steal, doesn't make it in time, backs off, and that is the first objective for the Chaos team.
Yep.
Which is good to see, help bridge that gap. They're only 2k player damage behind now.
Now, I have a feeling something's going to happen here.
Oh, Charon's pushing pretty hard. He ults. Charon has an ult that could kill him. Mercury dashes in, gets the kill with his 1. Just doing a little too much damage for my liking right now. I don't like to see those crit numbers this early.
That is just something else, man. I'm a little confused. Maybe not confused, but I do question the Glad Shield purchase behind a support like Charon. He can put out some numbers, but I don't know. Just getting Glad Shield on the support is you're promising yourself that it's for aggression purposes. But you might not need to be aggressive because they have Ravana who's going to be deep diving. They have Bacchus who's going to be deep diving. They have you need to be playing a little bit of backline to make things happen here. I don't know. I just don't know if the Glad Shield's going to pay off. And it might have been a little more worth to get Sovereignty or something of the sort, something that's going to give your team a little more prots, maybe a Gauntlet of Thebes, something else. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree that, especially with whatever item he's going in now, whatever he finishes off in that branch, none of those are big tank items. So I think he'll be pretty squishy this game. However, it might not matter because Merc is just kind of going off. Omen's, if he can dodge this ult, he'll get out, and he does, and he makes it out just in time.
Great. Whoa.
Chalk gets a kill on Mercury while he was trying to rotate over. Well done, Chalk. That is really big for the Chaos team right now. He is showing a little light for them. Chaos pushing pretty hard on Charon. Makes him pay for pushing that hard. Chang'e was going to rotate over, but she's ultimately backing off. Back to 6-6 now. Even matchup again. Chaos is 3K and 1 tower behind Order, though. Level-wise, Chalk is getting some very nice levels now. He is 18, where the highest on on Order is 16. He really needs to start pressing his advantage now while they can. Beacon is up. Bacchus is trying to secure it while Agni keeps Chang'e off. On her pushing hard, Serket pulls him to tower Beanz, but doesn't really do anything. It's ulted by Serket, ult right back. This is most of his autos. Ravana coming over to potentially help him. Blinks in, hits the 3, uses the ult to the kill, and gets out.
Very big damage from Ravana right there. Able to secure the kill. That was very nice. Do like to see that kind of oppressiveness under tower.
Yep, and then I think for the first time tonight, Chaos has the kill lead.
Is it just me or
He's putting up crazy numbers for damage. He's pushing 18k with the next closest person being Wukong with 11.
They're doing a lot of fighting. He's fighting a lot over there. The guy's level 18.
But I'm saying he has 8k extra damage on the Wukong, which is crazy. This is a completely different Wukong from last game.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just, I think it's just an opponent difference. So he did go Stone of Binding. That is so surprising.
But what I just realized, I watched the timer go off. It's procced by slows.
It is. That's what I was
that.
just about to ask.
That is so interesting. I thought it was also only hard CC, but it's slow.
It didn't go off right there. Hover back over. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna diving in. Charon ulting. Hits it. He teleports out, though. I think he's gonna be able to get out. Agni coming over the great stun to keep Chalk's pursuers away. Bacchus comes in. Ravana gets a kill over in the mid lane, actually. I thought he chopped in. Wukong and Charon kind of jumping around. Chang'e and Agni kind of just poking each other out. Chalk's still here, a little low. Charon's just getting some chip. Bacchus jumping around. Agni getting some more stuns off. Well, ultimately, just going to be a poke fest and not going to get any real damage. Chang'e doing what a Chang'e does. Bacchus missing his flop. Charon backing up. Looks like that fight's going to sizzle out. Looks like Chaos is going to go for the Gold Fury, and they do secure it.
Good.
That is big for the Chaos team. Chaos team actually has the lead right now. They have a small lead in gold because of that. They have a kill lead, and they're tied on towers now. I like to see this little comeback from the Chaos.
And to really put a nail in that coffin, take a look at the levels. You have level 19 Chalk, level 19 Ravana versus Wukong's level 17. Serkat's level 16. It definitely, things are looking good for the Order team. Sorry, Chaos team right now.
Yeah. I'm excited to see because, like I said, we have two of our own from the Beanz community originally over on the Chaos team. I love to see them doing well.
Yeah, things are looking very, very good. I'm surprised to see the proc on the slow from Stone of Binding. That is just news to me. I would have never guessed.
So hover over Stone of Binding. I wanna read.
It doesn't say hard control. It just says a crowd control ability.
Crowd control? Yeah, that's right. I thought it was hard crowd control. I
Yeah,
guess that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Is he coming back into the fight? He is very, very low. I mean, just Charon might get him if Chang'e doesn't, but Chang'e's getting pressed pretty hard. Ravana secures the kill on him diving the tower. Chalk was tanking though, but he was good to go. Chalk hitting level 20, first in the lobby. That is huge for his team. Order just kind of on their heels right now. Charon just, I don't know, he's not doing enough right now. Or, I don't know, maybe, I'm not even going to fault him, actually. I don't really know what the Order team's issue is. They tried to steal the Pyromancer, but they were unsuccessful. Chaos secures another objective.
I can tell you one big issue I've noticed is that Wukong is trying to do long fights. He's trying to do like these like back and instead of doing like poke back and forth, like Wukong should be, just slamming his pole and doing occasional knockups and stuff like Wukong should be. He's trying to do these like basic attack duels and stuff, and he cannot fight a Chalk like that, especially one that's level 20. And he's 0-3 because of this.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks, guys.
So I mean, I don't know. I mean, love to see Ravana 7-0, playing very well right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Looks like someone's possibly trying to set up for Fire Giant, but Chaos is rotating over, so I don't know if that's the best idea. Karen was a little slow, but they are doing it pretty quickly. They backed off because they see all Chaos team coming in quickly. They're trying to get some chip from Ravana, does very well, follows in, ultim back in. They secure Chunga, secured, very well played from the Chaos team. So they're to ultim back in. Double kill. Oh wow, Chunga gets a kill on. Whatever, we're diving back in. Charon dashing in. On her getting some good pokes. Wukong diving in. We're just trading abilities. Bacchus flopping in. Ultimately, can they get the Wukong? They do. On her secures it. Charon's trying to get away, but gets stunned by Bacchus. On her just putting in good damage, trying to block the kill. Chaos rotating back in. Serket gets another kill on the Honor. Bacchus trying to get out. He's pretty low. Looking at the Mercury. Mercury gets the kill. Or sorry, Serket actually saves him. Shock pushing pretty hard is not going to be able to catch those two junglers. They're going to be too fast with too much mobility. Shock can get a beacon right here if he wants, but he's more focused on a minion. Looks like Chalk's trying to get that first tower instead of the beacon.
Yeah. Wow. That was a very long fight. That worked out. Yeah. It's very interesting. Chang'e doing some big things. I hate to see that Omens is not putting out numbers like I wanted him to. I expected Omens to be somewhat of a player here, and he's kind of fallen under. Take a look. He's got the second lowest player damage on the entire both teams.
Well, I'm not going to fault him so much. I think it's more so it was the counter pick, because Chang'e is just immuning all of his damage. Yeah. So I think that's why he's so low. That he's just he's not that he's not playing well, not that he's not hitting. I think she's just immuning all of it, and there's nothing he can really do about that. Looks like there's gonna be another setup around fire. Chaos might be getting in it with the Order team. Looks like they're diving Mercury. Mercury dashes out with low health. Sets up his ult to get out. Charon ults, trying to help him, but doesn't really do much. Poking a little on fire, but now they're back fighting each other on Honor. Honor tries to beat Angel out, misses his stun. Agin coming up with some big bombs to save his Honor, but Charon chases him down and secures the kill. Bit of team fighting here. Bacchus flopping in on Charon, just kind of poking at the tank. Serket diving back line, but gets ulted by the Bacchus, trying to get out. Chunga follows up and secures the kill on Agni. Bacchus gets the kill on Serket. Wukong gets Chalk for the first time. Ravana now gets Chang'e. And we got a bunch of low people. Bacchus tries to help his Ravana out. Gets a couple hits, but Mercury crits too hard. Bacchus trying to save himself. And Mercury gets the Bacchus. And that is a deicide in the Order team's favor.
Wow.
Big fight right there. Looks like they're going to be trying to set up for fire now to follow up even the deicide. If they can get that, that'll be absolutely massive. Mercury putting out huge damage on the Fire Giant. Wukong teleporting in for support. And while you have that going on, you got the Titans fighting in the right. This is going to be a massive, massive push for the Order team. They're going to get the Titan and Fire Giant.
And they're duking it out for the age. Yeah, they're setting up a fight for the ages right here. I mean, this could go down in history. Yeah, Mercury really popped off that last fight. I think Mercury's ability to ult and get into safety, to recall, gain health, buy whatever items he needs, get back into the fight, and make a huge difference that decides the fight for your team at the end there. That was really nice for Mercury right there. So shout out to Chrome for doing that.
Yeah, I agree. I also think Chang'e played some of that very well. She had some very good follow-up in those fights.
Yes. Chang is definitely a slept on. Oh, it looks like they're gonna be set up for Fury over here.
Our team secures the Fury and with the Fire Giant as well. Huge plays for Order.
No time
Just
for
when
Order.
Chaos was getting on a good stride, that's probably going to really shut them down a little bit. I must say, I think this is one of the most interesting games we have going on tonight, or competitive, I should say.
Yes, it feels close. It feels well. There is a huge goal difference that could be argued. The level difference is pretty similar. The kill difference is pretty similar, and the tower difference is pretty similar. So if they can just get caught up in gold, they can get a couple more camps killed, etc. Farm up a little bit more. Also, it's worth arguing that we are almost 30 minutes into the game. Really, the only difference is going to be like the 3K pots. That's the only thing that the Chaos team is going to have on the Order team. It is going to make a difference, but if they play their cards right, Order could be very well back in this game.
I completely agree. Mercury trying to get Ravana. Ravana does take a bit of damage. Honestly, at this point, I think Ravana should almost sell Eye of the Jungle and go Spectral's Armor. There's that double crit. I mean, Bacchus already has it, but I still think he should get his own for his own sake.
Yeah.
They've got 2 people trying to crit. And I mean, Ravana does well with a little bit of tank. So I think... Oh, I also don't like that he went Serrated and Bloodforge. I don't think that's a really good idea. Just taking a lot of damage. Serket is gonna fall. She got over aggressive there between those 2 towers, and Chaos punished her for it. Ooh, Omen's missing a couple abilities.
That's a shame.
Yeah, especially when he had him stunned already. I don't know how you can miss the ult.
Okay, he didn't need to go that far into it. He didn't just roast him. Oh my God, Mercury!
Called him in the tower, thought he was bait, and that is why you need those wards. Let's say Chaos has done pretty good about warding, but you can see on the map that ward was just missing where Mercury was hiding and got hit by that ult to just end him.
It's hard to ward up against Mercury for someone who can just close that much distance instantly. It's hard to like find the right spot. Like, oh, where can he line up to hit something like that? You know, it's hard to predict that. Wards are going to be helpful regardless. I'm not saying it's useless to get them. I'm just saying that a ward may not have saved them, as according to like another jungler creeping up like Ravana or somebody else who might have a little gap closer, or somebody who doesn't have a gap closer like that. Most assassins do. But definitely not one like Mercury's ult. That is just
I do get what you're saying, but it's like
you just start preaching about wards. I know you just
this whole
bring it up
night, in a competitive match. I mean,
oh Christ, here we go.
It is cheap to do. You just ward up the entire. It'll make your life so much easier.
Oh,
no, we can't have any of that more.
I know. It's all. It is on purpose because you're talking about wards and fall asleep over here. As a support main, I know this, and it just feels like, you know.
As a jungle main in casual matches, I pretty much never buy wards. Serket secured another kill. Honestly, I expected her to have a better stat line than 5, 4, and 8. Wukong diving in on Omen. Omen followed up with some good CC from his teammate, but Wukong beads and dashes out. Pretty surprised to see beads on a Wukong, not gonna lie.
That is very, considering how slippery Wukong is between an ult that provides you CC immunity on a button press, and then his third that can get him out of most situations. Beads is a little bit surprising.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, like, Chaos team has a fair amount of CC, but not, like, detrimental CC. Like, you have the Chalk ult, Bacchus on her, Agni, but I don't know. I mean, for Wukong, it doesn't really seem too detrimental.
No.
Especially when you have CC immune ult. They're just kind of just facing each other off right now in the jungle. Not doing a whole lot. I feel like Chaos, like we said before, is trying to buy it some time while they kind of bridge that gap to the 3K pots.
Uh-oh.
The game is I mean, Order definitely has a little bit more pressure. I think Serket's doing a lot for this Chaos team. She's really starting fights and really getting Chaos on their heels, with allowing the Order team to follow up and secure some kills. That's probably why she doesn't have the stat line I expected to. She's playing very well and very smart, but it just doesn't. The way she's playing doesn't reflect the stat line. But she's playing very well and helping the Order team out so much.
Yeah.
But personally, in my book, I would give her MVP of the match right now.
Wow, that's a strong take.
Heron secures another kill on. I don't know. I mean, I see my jungler out there who doesn't have the greatest stat line, but I see what she's doing and I respect it. She's doing exactly what Chaos or the Order team needs, and it's starting to show. Mercury in a bit of trouble. Her just Ravana just taking his time and securing the kill nicely.
I would have thought I'd see a little more life out of Mercury right there. Oh my goodness, and Cirquette just going on and on.
Yeah, she's taking advantage of her mobility. She might not have an ult like Mercury, but she can definitely close distances.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to try to take another Fire Giant.
You know, as much as I've seen Mercury pull off this game, it is crazy to see the Charon having more damage than Mercury.
It's the Glad Shield. Oh, he also went Chronos Pendant.
It's the Glad Shield.
Well, it's Glad Shield still
Yeah,
Chronos Pendant.
it is.
That is.
I hate to admit it is. Well, I don't hate to. I mean, that's just what the item does. I don't know. I mean, he's definitely playing. Their whole team is playing aggressive. I mean, I guess I didn't realize how deep dive their team is. See, well, they have a lot of deep dive as well. That's what I thought about at first. But you have Cirquette, who's constantly just zipping around doing what Cirquette does. Mercury, who's just going in super fast out of nowhere, putting out big damage. Chang'e, who's super close quarters, putting out big damage as well. They have a lot. Both teams are deep dive. So Charon, you have to be ready to be in there in the mix. And I think that's where Glad Shield's damage is going to come in handy.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. They're trying to fight over Fire Giant a little bit here, just kind of poking each other around. Chalk taking a little bit of damage, a little deep, without his team to back him up. Gonna teleport out, fall back. Did take most of his health. Order's still pushing a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Honor's just trying to let Chalk get out of there. Wukong dashes in a little bit, hits some knockup, but then ultimately he's coming out. Ult's a little early, in my opinion.
I was going to say got him out of the Charon ult, but they're on the same team.
Yeah. I feel like Order could have set up a Fire Giant there, but that may have been rushing things a little bit. Another ult for Mercury into the tower and secures the kill. Well done, Mercury. Charon securing that kill. Cirquette just off doing her own thing, but catches an Agni lacking. Well done, Cirquette. This could be something right here.
Omens.
Only Chalk left to defend. Doing what he can. Gets blinked in on Cirquette. Hits the ult. Ults him back, and that is the kill. I think it's safe to say that this might be game right here.
It looks like all the respawn timers are lining up. All 5 members. There are minions there. All the stars are aligned. This is the end of the match. Shout out to the Order team. You know, at first I didn't think they were going to come back from this. And they did. They absolutely did. Well, it never come back. It was never like a decisive bleed. But, you know,
yeah, they
it's even.
Chaos came alive a little bit there, and then Order just really pushed him back by that one Fire Giant fight. Where they got fire. Where they wiped them, got fire, and Gold Fury. And after that, Order was just running away with it.
Yeah.